moves slow, time moves fast. In this dance we call the past. Mental health, a fragile thread, but we'll find strength. Let love spread. Life's a climb, just take a step. Rise above, find your breath. In the darkness we will find a shining light to free our mind, to free our mind. Self-growth blooms like petals bloom, shedding tears will heal the wounds in the chaos. Let's find peace, embrace the pain, let it release.
Other conversations
There's
about
nothing,
other things,
there is nothing
and
wrong
then
with
it goes
that.
off, and I go on and then it goes away, and then I'm like, okay, well, that's all that I needed to know about that.
Well, I mean,
And then I
look,
say
it's
thanks
just,
a lot to the sky.
I honestly, I know what you mean because when I took shrooms on my birthday, that's kind of the exact same thing that had happened with me. It was like I was sitting there, and I actually have the video recordings because I recorded myself when I was on the shrooms, just so that way afterwards I can come back and see if I can make sense of some of the things that I was talking about, that I was saying, that I was doing. Okay, really talking about it because I was just laying in the bed.
I think that my body is just I'm just already there. I've taken shrooms 3 times in my life. Once when I was a child, I took an ACE. And I remember my body just feeling wet until I laid on the grass that was actually wet.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, nope, I'm not wet. But my body just felt moist and the stars looked sparkly.
Okay.
And the second time I took it, I took 2.2 grams and lemon teched it first with my sister. We did set a whole intention. It was like, it was intentional, ceremonial type ingestion of the shrooms, right? And we did
Yes.
2.2. My sister goes on her fun trip. She goes on her. We had mats. We were doing nothing. I got nothing. Nothing happened. On my birthday, right? Like, so when I say that my best friend is the universe, and for the last 2 years, that's like everybody else has been cut out of my life, and like, okay, God is a jealous God. The universe is a jealous universe because the universe knows that other people don't have good intentions for you. Because the universe
Facts. Speak that.
Prospectively. So, so that's like, fuck, I forgot. I lost, actually. Where were we?
You took on your birthday.
On my birthday, because like I told you, I was in the 2-bedroom house, 2-bedroom apartment, should I say, with my kids. And you know how military housing is. I had a 4-bedroom house when I was in the military. Even when I got out of the military, I went from a 3-bedroom, like really nice bougie apartment, to a 4-bedroom house, to another 3-bedroom really nice apartment, to homeless. And
I feel like that was
tried
the
everything.
universe trying to tell us, like, hey, you're getting off path. You're getting off track.
No,
Don't forget who you
universe.
are.
That was the reset. Because that's when everything changed. That's when the boyfriend, the best friend, everything left. Everything, my family, everybody, it was like veil lifted. When I hit that wall, I saw myself, I woke up, it's like, oh, wow. That's kind of when everything changed. But the universe is like, my best friend now. And that's what she does. I say that's what she does. She can see everything and she loves you.
Yes.
So she'll make sure you are not, around the people that don't have the best interest. But you got to reset and cleanse and throw your little temper tantrum to actually,
you got to stomp it
that's
out
what I
from time
call.
to time.
Well, no, like I say, like people on a spiritual path, people who like go through the stuff I'm going through right now, because I wasn't spiritual at all before any of this stuff happened. So,
I think that's where the born again comes from, probably.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, but going on religion.
Well, I mean, that's the thing,
like
though.
religion.
I feel like when it comes down to like the Bible, I feel like the Bible stands for basic instructions before leaving Earth. A lot of people have turned the Bible into pretty much worshiping a false god or worshiping something material, which is the Bible. And then they even made it to where now they believe Jesus. Now they are even worshiping Jesus, and it's like, but Jesus isn't God. But all right, cool. Anyway,
exactly.
I don't want to get into that because who knows? There might be some
absolutely.
Christians that might be listening to this. I'm not about to spark a debate with them.
But here's the thing. No, it's not about that. It's not about that because no one's wrong. Yeah. And that's where I feel we're all saying, I'm right. This way's the right way. This way's the right way.
It's like you all are right.
What is right for you is right for you.
Yes. There's no
right
or wrong way to do
every religion, every single one of them, as it, like I said yesterday, my belief, I think my thoughts on it are that it's the same exact thing. They're all saying the same exact thing in a different language.
Facts on facts.
So, and I really don't trust any of them because every single one of them is
man-made. It's all
every
man-made.
single one of them.
They're all written by man. Yeah.
Okay, but say we were in biblical times and we're the next biblical times and we're doing podcasts, we're doing recordings, we're doing TikToks. That's the new Bible. Because they wrote it. They wrote what was going on and what they were seeing.
Mm-hmm.
But someone took that and was like, oh, Mary, yeah, hers doesn't matter. No, this one might make people think that they can do what they want.
Yep.
And it was manipulated specifically with the intent to disconnect people from the true way. Because what every single religion does, when you pray, every single religion, you go inside in solitude to talk to God, correct?
Facts on facts. And I mean, it even states like, yo, God is within.
And that's every single one. When you pray, you are doing it internally. So why is God isn't outside of you? That every single religion does not tell you that God is not outside of you.
Yep. But yet for some reason, everybody feels that they need to look everywhere but who they are, everywhere but within.
Because we're conditioned to not trust that intuition. We're yelled at when we're throwing a temper tantrum, even though as a child, and a lot of us don't remember, us throwing temper tantrums. We don't remember those things. Well, I sure don't. There's nobody I know that's like, yeah, I remember that temper tantrum I took when I was 3 years old because my mom hurt my feelings and then she got mad at me. Like, no, nobody really remembers that stuff. But that's the thing, we're conditioned. If I'm hurting, I'm upset, there's emotions, there's energy that I have to get out. So I'm throwing a temper tantrum, I'm kicking, I'm screaming, I'm doing all these things.
Mm-hmm.
But my parents telling me to stop it, knock that off. Don't do that. You're embarrassing me.
Yep. Now you're getting pushed into what the norm is.
You get your ass whooped.
But you being a parent, you know why we do that too, though, right?
I do.
Kind of just be like, look, you're annoying me. Shut up.
But that's if our society did not do that, if society from beginning, where like, okay, say for example, a society creates right now, we're in society and when we're kids, we are allowed to throw our temper tantrums. We have a temper tantrum room, so it doesn't bother anybody.
Mm-hmm.
We're emotional, but we're taught. My child has missing parts of her brain, and I have autism, and she clearly has autism. Like we both have autism. In whatever label you want to put on us, our brains work different. When she is having a temper tantrum,
yes,
me sitting there saying, now, of course, we as parents aren't regulated. We're not regulated. So we're hitting, we're kicking, we're stomping, we're slamming doors. Are we not?
Yeah.
While yelling at our kids to not do that.
Mm-hmm. Do as I say, not as I do.
How does that make sense?
It does not make sense. And I
We're
mean,
conditioned to be hypocrites and teach our kids to go against
humans are
natural.
creatures of habit.
But here's the thing, is that if society didn't look at that as disruptive, if society didn't have negative connotations on, oh, that person can't control their kid. What if I don't want to control my kid? What if I want my kid to grow and I just want to mentor them? And so like my flowers, when my seeds are growing, I turn the pot because it'll start to lean because
towards
it's
the
reaching
sun.
to the sun. So you turn the pot. You're guiding the plant smoothly upright.
Yes.
Or
You're
the
not putting a
firm,
rod
solid
right in there and forcing them to go where that rod is pointed.
zip
You're not
tying it
controlling. Yeah,
along the
you're not
way.
controlling it like how most people do
Because
with
that will
bamboo.
crush the stem, right? That would crush the very fragile stem of the plant. You don't do
Yeah.
that.
At the same time, you're limiting the amounts of there. You're limiting the potential.
You're controlling instead of guiding. Control is tight. Guiding leaves space. Guiding isn't suffocating. So when we try to control things, I forget where we were.
Honestly, I don't know
Again.
I'm usually pretty good at it, keep a track. But I got real deep into this one.
Yeah, we were just both
We
somewhere
might,
else.
we'll end up getting back to it.
You're guiding with growth. So if a kid's taking a temper tantrum, and if we allowed kids to take their temper tantrums and instead of demonizing it, saying, how can I help you deal with your big emotions right now? Because that's what I say to her. Because I don't fucking know. If I've tried everything and then I'm overstimulated because it's loud. She's throwing a fit. She's having an emotional response, which overstimulates me, and then I have an emotional response. And that's what happens with parents, and they want to have a sense of control, because if they don't have control, they're seen as bad parents.
True. And that goes into the
because
norm
that's the
again.
Society. Exactly. So if we just said, because I say to her, what can I do to help you with your big emotions? She goes from problem to solution mode. Then she has to stop and think, what will help right now?
Now utilizing the critical thinking.
And if she doesn't, but that's another thing, is that kids aren't going to know sometimes what's going to help. So I know what can help, because I know that pressure on the body can help the body relax. I know that tapping, things like that. So she's not overwhelmed anymore because she's in thought mode. She's like, wait, what will work? Sometimes she used to be like, I don't know, because she really is struggling. She does not know what to do with those emotions. And as children, we don't know what to do with the emotions. We're not taught. We're not taught what to do with those emotions. But as adults, we don't know how to do anything with those emotions either, because that's not something we're taught. And that's the cycle.
And the cycle continues.
Our parents aren't taught. Exactly. So what needs to happen to change the cycle is to be accepting and understanding and not judging.
Yeah. Yeah.
I agree or
completely.
Yourself.
I agree completely.
Because all of us are in this cycle together.
If we could all live through love rather than trying to live through force, because if we live through love, you'd allow people to be. And I mean, that's the thing. A lot of people are doing and not being currently. What I mean by that is
we're taught that, though. We're taught, well, because we're conditioned in the society and taught how to, because we're shown how to do this to our kids from what our parents do to us.
Yeah. And I mean, we continue exactly. We tend to always end up doing what our parents did to us. And because we feel like, okay, that's what works. And that's what turns you to who you are.
That's all you know. You don't know what you don't know. That's all you know. That's the only way you know how to do it, because
it's the same thing. It's the same thing to where if I went to you right now, put my finger on your forehead and said I took one of your memories. Can you remember it? No.
Me, probably
not. You don't know. You don't know what you don't know.
I don't know what I did yesterday, but actually, yesterday I had a conversation with you.
I was gonna say, I was like, I can name something. I was like, I can name something that's in your reality as well. But I mean,
Yeah,
it's
but that's like,
ridiculous.
absolutely.
And I think that right there also comes with breaking these generational curses. Because if you, let's say, for example, the trauma
But
you've
how do
been
you
through.
do that on a collective scale? How do
Oh
you,
my God,
that's
I
the,
can't. I'm not even
how
gonna lie to
come
you. I can't even
okay,
fathom
put
how
it
to do
in,
that.
we're within the system. Of course, the macro, micro inside of us as well, because we are a macro to a micro, vice versa. How do we say, not hypothetically, actually affect that collective view on what is natural? Because we as human beings don't remember what is natural because we only know what is normal.
Yes. And then even touching on to that as well, the things that we have been taught to us, how do we know what actually is natural of what has been taught to us and what is normal? So I
What is
mean,
fucking fiction or not fiction? Is Pluto a
exactly.
planet or not? Is that a dinosaur or
I mean,
not? Because they're
at one point,
phasing
Pluto
certain
was a
dinosaurs
boon.
out because they don't know either. I can say as a
Exactly. So
parent,
it's
and I
like,
told my kids this,
how
I
can we
don't know
get
shit.
back
I'm
to
fucking guessing.
how can we get back to how things should be if we don't even know how the budget was?
I know how to get back to that.
Just destroy everything?
No, no. You remove things,
Yeah, the
distractions.
viruses.
No,
Remove the
I am
distractions. And
gonna.
what would you say are distractions?
Um, I haven't really watched solid TV, like,
Hmm.
national pastime. Everybody comes home from work and they cut on the TV. Half people are watching TV on their damn phone. Come on, everybody watches TV. I haven't watched TV.
Okay.
I have a TV. My kids watch TV.
Hmm.
It's not like, I'm a crazy lady.
Would you say TikTok would be considered as television? Because television really is just a type of
I
entertainment.
do have, that's the only, exactly, entertainment,
Hmm.
distractions. Every single one of those things is a distraction.
Okay. So
It
so
distracts
entertainment in
you
general would be a distraction. Something to take you
and
from the
people.
moment.
So like for me, for example, I feel this way, maybe it's because that's what's been going on in my life. And I don't think it's not a purposeful, like intentional choice that's happened. It's just, that's just what it is. And I'm going with it because I have no other option. Like I told you yesterday, you're really the first person that I've like had conversations with. Like I don't talk to
Stop! You're gonna make
people.
me
My phone
blush.
doesn't ring.
You're gonna
No,
make
I'm
me blush.
serious. Like,
I can't get
oh,
like you're gonna have me turning purple and shit.
but people don't talk. Like my family doesn't. Nobody calls me. A lot of people don't have my number, but the ones who do have my number, I don't talk to them.
Hmm.
When I moved into my house, a girl that was my best friend at the time, and I was like helped me through the whole entire process. Like she's never came and seen my house. Her sister lives like 15 minutes down the street. She's never even came to my house. We stopped talking
Oh dang.
for no reason.
It's crazy you say that because I saw a post today that I actually had to share on Facebook. Because I anything that I share, it has touched me in some type of way, so where I end up
Yeah.
feeling connected with it. It says when you stop messaging people first, you get to see how
Hmm.
lonely you truly are.
Hmm. That's true.
And I was just like, bro, dead facts. Because I mean, every year I
Hmm.
end up going through my phone and just deleting numbers out because of the fact that I don't talk to these people anymore. And it's because the fact that I got tired of always reaching out to people first or trying to see them and everything. And I was like, you know what? Nobody really ever tries to see me. Nobody really ever tries to do anything with me unless it's like go out and party and stuff. I was like, I'm not really big into the partying scene and all that stuff anymore because being around a crap load of people that I don't know, one, feeling their energies overwhelms me, and two, now I'm constantly thinking of, all right, how am I gonna have to take them out in case anything does happen? So I'm just like, that's just overwhelming. I can't enjoy myself.
Yeah,
So therefore,
that's
I'm now
not.
going and wasting money to really just
Hmm.
be fearful for my life and understand how I'm going to get myself out of any type of bad situations. Why would I pay to go to an escape room to where my life and others is literally in danger all the time and nobody else
Yeah.
but me and maybe a couple other people are aware of it? I'll pass on that.
Yeah, that's a
So
no.
I just went on a little
That'd be
tangent
a
there
no.
myself. But yeah, so I'm like, I'm not gonna reach out to
For
people,
sure.
and the people who actually want something to do with me, they'll check on me.
Exactly.
I mean, I could be dead and nobody would probably even send a freaking wellness call.
There are a handful of people. You hear that?
You
I
said
like
there are
it.
a handful of people.
Oh no, did you hear the horn?
Oh, no. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Not
It
anymore.
must be louder for me. Yeah. It's probably the voice isolation. So when I'm talking, it like fades
I hear
everything
like
else
some
out.
music in the background. I can't really make
Yeah,
out exactly
yeah.
what it is.
It's some military music. Oh, hey,
Oh, okay.
lizard. I used to be scared of lizards. I'm not now because they come and visit me.
Oh, they're everywhere back here. I love them. They got like the long green ones and
Hey,
they're
baby.
like vibrant. It's so nice. I like
Yeah,
them.
they come visit.
We
I
didn't
call
have
them
those. We didn't
my
have them in
garden lizards.
Washington.
We had them in Hawaii though.
Yeah. Well, we had geckos in Hawaii. We had the smaller iguanas. I think that's what they're
They're
called,
all lizards.
iguanas.
They're all lizards to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
The geckos were kind of annoying because at nighttime you just hear
And I lived on Pearl Harbor and would get into the house.
Yeah.
And again, I'm terrified of
We were on Hickam. So we were literally right across the long, I'm guessing it was like a gas pipe or whatever that thing was. We were right on the other side of you then.
What I lived on Hickam.
You did? We were over there by the
I say Pearl
PX.
Harbor because if I say Hickam, people don't usually know,
Oh, okay.
Because it's Pearl Harbor, Hickam.
Do you know where?
They're
Do
connected.
you remember where Mukulele
Essentially,
Elementary School
actually,
was?
that was my daughter's school. Yeah,
Are you serious?
yeah.
So right next to the elementary school, you had the YMCA,
You
the
know the
little youth
bridge?
center. Yeah, the bridge that was right connected to Mukulele.
I lived on the opposite side of the bridge,
I used to cut
so
grass
like
over
she
there.
should walk over the bridge. Yeah.
So when I was there,
Across from the PX, you got like you walk over the bridge, and then you got the
yep.
PX and the commissary right there. I lived right there.
Okay, that's what's up.
Tinker
So
Avenue.
if you came, we were on a shit, I can't even remember. Oh my god.
432.
Oh my gosh. I just remember I think it was 82, but where the youth center was, you had the youth center, the
On the
playground
time.
right there, right across the street. I heard you. I can't see the time on here. My whole screen is taken up. It's not showing numbers.
Okay. On my watch.
Oh, it says 431 for me right here.
Well, yours is behind because now it says 433 on my clock.
Well, I'm looking at the
hi,
was it the
Bumblebee.
oven and the microwave. See, I like bumblebees. Bumblebees are cool.
Yeah.
I like bumblebees. I like bumblebees and yellow jackets. I don't do wasps. I don't wasps are
I don't like bugs.
something about wasps are just
any of them.
bumblebees are cool. Those are like I was sitting out on the
but they're my bumblebees
chair.
are my thing. They're my thing. Bees are my thing. Love bees.
Okay, queen bee.
Yeah. My daughter lives there. Yeah. Dragonflies, lizards, and bees are the ones that. Oh, and I have a garden snake I saw crawling the other day, and I couldn't kill it. I don't like that. I haven't killed any of the pests. I'm pretty sure pest control is something that you do when you own a house. Again, there's a lot of things
I just learned today that you can use lime juice as a repellent for snakes, and I was like, what? Yeah, like my dad's wife. You said deodorant? You use that as deodorant?
Yeah, actually, like you do it.
I've heard about it.
I
use
it stops you from smelling completely.
Yeah,
I was baffled when I first.
I use coconut oil, baking soda, and salt for the toothpaste.
I use baking soda toothpaste from the store.
Oh, you buy yours. I make mine. But yeah, I learned about the limes for deodorant because a girl that I called like my little sis, she would do that.
Yeah. And you don't have to like do it often. It's not like you have to do it every day.
I imagine you would do it like when you get out the shower, right? So if you shower every day, then you would do it every day, right?
No, I don't do it every time I get out the shower.
So you don't wash under your arms every day or something?
No, I do wash under my arms, but it still doesn't because I've been doing it for so long. Maybe I don't know.
That's
but I don't have to do it every day. I'll notice, and sometimes like one will start to smell a little bit, but the other one won't. and I'll be like, okay, let me wash it and spray it again,
I'm a
and
little
then
funky today.
wash
What the
the other
hell?
one,
All right,
spray.
cool.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm very aware of my body, so I'll notice it immediately.
That's good. See, with me, like if
I
I smell
mean,
myself, I freak out because I'm just like, if I can smell myself, how bad is it?
you're right. You're close. You're gonna be the first one to smell it.
Yeah, but it freaks me out because I don't know. I start getting worried because I'm like, if I can smell myself, in my head, I'm imagining like it's a very, very potent. And if anybody walks past me, they're gonna be like,
Because to you,
God
it is very
damn, type
potent.
stuff, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah, to me, it's
but I
very
mean,
potent. But in my head, I'm thinking like it's extremely potent to where it's like I smell it, and now I'm just like, okay. It's like if you
you
pass
ever
like,
worry you get nose blind to it too? Like maybe
oh
I
yeah.
smell all the time, and I just smelled it this one time.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at. Because where I'm sitting there and now my anxiety, I'm just like, damn, have
Like,
I been
damn, did I
smelling this whole
just notice
time?
it? Have I? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I
Do
was.
I
That's
always
what I was about to
smell
say.
this
Like, have I
like this?
been?
Yeah.
Like, did nobody
See,
just been
but that's the
saying
thing
stuff?
with
And then
this.
I started thinking, like, okay, so what if all these people were looking at me because I smelled? Like, okay, before I thought I was just walking by and I looked good or something,
But
or
that's
maybe they
another
just never
question,
seen me.
though,
But
that that brings up another question about
hmm
how you view the people in your life. Because if somebody truly loves you, they're not going to want you to be walking around stank. If you really love somebody, if
hmm
I, you know what I mean, I'd be like, hey, oh, you a little rough today. If somebody needs to brush their teeth, you're not gonna be like, and then go talk shit. No, you're gonna be like, oh, did you brush your teeth today?
Yeah, I've
Right?
done that before. Jade's just
Right.
like,
So if somebody
I'm
really
like,
loves
I'm
you, if you
just.
really care about somebody authentically, you're not gonna let them walk around with spinach in their teeth. You're not gonna
Yeah,
let them walk around looking smelling bad. You know what I mean?
you would hope not, but you have to think about where the world is
But
going these
that
days.
no, that speaks to what the people that you have around you and changing that. Looking
hmm
or not maybe changing that, but looking at where they are and how
Reevaluating
close
it.
they are to you. And if you can, because I mean, I'm the type of person that's always going to tell somebody, even if I
And
don't
that's
know
how I
them.
am. But I also had to learn
But
that, you
not
know what,
everybody's
everybody is
like
not
that.
like me. Can you stop?
Yo. Oh, that shit was
Oh
hilarious.
my
Okay.
gosh,
All right.
yo.
Whatever. That's what we do now. Okay. So like it's consciousness, huh? So how do we say the same thing in reverse?
Oh my gosh, that's wild.
You said it reverse of
Um,
me.
all right,
Yes.
whatever. Moving on. Okay.
No, but for real, when you watch that back, pay attention because you said it reverse of how I said it.
hmm
It's funny. Go ahead, continue.
I don't even know if I want to now. I love when we
He's
were
like, I
finishing
don't
each
even
other's
know where we
sentences and
begin
shit.
from
Like,
here.
god dang, bro.
Finish each other, damn each other.
F is for friends that do things together. U is for you and me.
You and me.
N is for anywhere and anything at all. Here in the deep blue sea. All right, anyway. But yeah, I
I'm a
mean, it's
look. This see, that's the thing about me too. I'm always this is me. I
and
don't care who you are.
yeah, and that's where I'm getting back to because I used to be like that when I was younger. Everybody always used to be like, "Yo, like you never get upset about anything." I'm like, why should I? I'm like, okay, you can say whatever you want about me, but it's like I know who I am, and if I'm not
But when
doing
your
anything to
entire
purposely
world
bother
crashes
you,
and everybody that you think loves you abandons you, you get to a I don't give a fuck point.
and I feel like that's kind of where I have getting back to. And I mean,
Best friends
I
of
can't
20
say,
years abandoning you and not fucking talking to you and leaving you like it's nothing. It's fucking mind blowing.
mhm. And it's just
And
like,
more than
dang,
one
you
of
can
them.
easily do it like that, like for real. You was a
But
cold
how do
hearted
you,
mother,
how,
like you some
like,
cold.
but having a heart, you think, like, oh, I wouldn't do that to you. And I'm still sitting here like, what, why? What the fuck?
Like I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes, like in the past, I kind of have wished that I could have been the Tin Man from Wizard of Oz. Like, yo, I don't need a fucking heart.
Yeah. There's actually a country song, Tin Man, Miranda Lambert. I really like it.
I'm gonna have to look it
And
up.
I don't listen to country, but yeah, listen to the words that it made me like cry. So there's like, if I want to feel emotional, if I gotta let some tears out, then that's what
Mhm.
I do. I'll put songs like, okay, and I'm gonna cry it out.
Oh, just so
There's
you
certain
know,
things that make me cry.
this episode I'm gonna have it as intellectual random conversation with Heaven.
See, here's what you
Eh,
do. Here's what we do. I say we because here's what. So you take the different pieces because I can tell you
well,
most likely.
no.
Here's the thing, like all of our conversations are spider webby.
Yes, they are.
but overlapping
They are,
on certain
but
situations.
that is, and it would take a very long time because that means I have to go through all the episodes that we do and then break them up and then put them together in the correspondence of the actual topics. And
Yeah,
that
you
means
make
that.
folders on your computer right there.
Mm-hmm. But remember, I have
mental
other.
health, whatever, whatever you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Trying to splice them together because I'm like, what it's going to be like chopped and screwed. It's not going to be able to. I don't feel like I'll be able to remix it perfectly to where they can slide in easily because it'll be like you saying something like this, and then now my response can lead into something else, but now it's like spliced into a whole nother day.
Well, I don't know how.
Plus, I like the title of that.
Kind of work.
I mean, think about it.
I've never I've never went on like any podcast, anything, not like watched any, listened to any. I've never played with.
I feel like a lot of them are.
I don't even have an app. I know how TikToks work, so I'm thinking like you have like the playlist on TikTok, but they're all their bunch of different things on a bunch of different topics. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what I was thinking. So maybe I'll just do that.
Yeah, you could possibly do that. The podcasts that I listen to, they have like an outline. They have like an outline of like the points that they're hitting. And from listening to it, I can tell that that's what they did. It's almost like they have their bullet points of topics that they want to hit so they can keep it going, keeping everything on topic. With me, I'm like, I like to have it to where we can come in and have a conversation. So it's like we may end up having like a topic that'll be the start of our conversation. And then by the end of the conversation, we get back to what the original topic was. All the other things. Well, no, I don't even cut out all the other things because I'm like, it ties into what we were talking about. I'm like, that just shows how our mind is working.
Some of the stuff we talk about.
Oh yeah. With us, yeah.
Yes,
with us, I'm like, I'm gonna have to cut some things out. But I'm saying with other individuals, I would just let it flow. But I mean,
like all this flow. Hey, did you know that you can make electricity with a pickle or make a pickle flow?
Seriously?
Yeah.
Did you know that the G-spot is actually like the prostate for a man? Like, I mean,
exactly. Breaking that up. There's not a way for that.
Yeah, I'm like, I have to.
Ready?
I'm probably gonna. Yeah, it's wild. But I mean, the conversations are fun. The conversations are definitely fun with you. But also the title, Random Conversations with Heaven, like. Oh, what is that? Yeah, that's true. Oh, it's a cat. I'm like, that title is pretty sick. That title's pretty sick because I'm like tying in with what the podcast is, spirituality and everything. I'm like, that works out great.
Bye.
Random Conversations with Heaven.
Exactly. The play on my name is fantastic.
I mean, I wasn't sure if you'd hate me for that or what, but
no, because the little things, like there's little writings that I have or like little tidbits that I write down. And one of the books I'm writing is the little things, and it's Messages from Heaven. I play on it too. My mom gave me the name. I might as well use it to my benefit.
There you go. See? There you go.
Gems from Heaven. I got a tattoo of a diamond on my face. I mean, there's a lot of ways I can spend a lot of things. So
Gems from Heaven.
Oh, don't scare me like that. Thank you for not being inside, though. Spiders are terrifying. I am deathly afraid of spiders since I was a child.
It's weird. I have mixed feelings with spiders. Like
I do now because they're spiritual and protective.
Cool. Some spiders are cool. Some spiders I'm just like, no.
Look at it. I can't see it.
Well, I can see this. I can see the blur. Okay, yeah, that one I don't like.
Yeah, no.
I feel like okay, all right, switch it.
It's 444. It's 444. It's 444.
Sí, por favor.
Universe.
Oh, I'm horrible. Dang, bro. Like, there's so many today. What the hell?
All day
I'm still recording. I forgot that I was recording.
Leave it, because that's just showing. Like, I happened to look at the spider, and the only reason that I turned my camera was to look at the spider, which was the only reason that I saw the time, because right now there's no time on my screen. Until I press my screen, then the time pops up. So had I not seen the spider, then I would not have pressed on the phone and seen the number. And that has happened too many times today.
Yeah. Today, I
But
think it's
having it
like what?
recorded
Because we
is,
had 222, 333,
yep, 444
342, and 444.
432. You said 342? It was 432. Like
Oh, it's
countdown, 432.
432. My bad. Sorry.
Yeah, I was like, you didn't even put those in order.
Maybe
He
I'm a
said
little
342.
dyslexic. I
That's
don't
not
know.
the way it goes. Hey, that would be the opposite. That would be the mirror
Don't think too
reflection.
hard.
No, I didn't. I didn't think too hard. I had it in my head, and I was just thinking on the words are so important, and the way things are worded leaves
Yeah.
clues to other things from the subconscious mind. And that's when you're talking to individuals, when you're talking from yourself, and being able to read the subtle underlying clues gives you hints on how people's internal world is going. And clearly gives you, see, this is why I think shrooms don't work on me. So I also took
Because you're
3.3
always
and
in
that
thought.
didn't work either. Well, like I can feel the blood going through my veins. Does that make sense? Like I don't know how it
You're
feels to
really
be on
attuned. You're
shrooms.
already really in tune.
Like I don't know how it feels to be on shrooms, but I would assume that's what it would feel like being
Um,
very, very aware,
yeah.
and like
It's almost like it's almost like your senses are heightened.
yeah. See, that's why I'm like maybe it doesn't work on me. Because this
Well, I'm
this
not gonna say
happened to
try and
me
take a higher
often.
dosage. So don't. I mean, because on
No,
my birthday I
that's
did four
exactly what's
grams. I did
next.
4 grams of the
Yeah,
penis envy,
yeah.
and I was
4
having
is my next.
visuals.
I did 3.3, but I'm going to do 4, and I need to have a shroom sitter just because.
Yeah,
Um,
that way you don't have any
yeah.
bad trips, or last thing you want to do is have any
If
triggers
something,
happen while
because
you're
I have
that's.
so much trauma,
Mm-hmm.
and it hasn't worked for me thus far, and that's a higher dose. Like 3.3 is usually like where
Do you
people get.
remember what strain of shrooms you had?
Oh yeah, that's one of the topics we got off of. Thanks for bringing it back. Um, I got a birthday present from the universe. Besides my house and getting my house on my birthday, um, uh, 3 or 4 days before my birthday, I went into my mailbox and at my apartment, and you get a mailbox with a key, and only mail person can have, post office has the key, to the mailbox, right? I had somebody else's mail in my mailbox, but it wasn't
No.
even to my building. But it was just in my, and like it was okay, right? It was just in a tan envelope. My daughter orders things all the time, and I get stuff, and I opened it. I didn't look at it. I just opening my mail, not paying attention. And then I pull it out, and it's shrooms. I can't bring this back. I can't bring because that's going to get whoever got it mailed to them in trouble too. That's not even my building. I don't even know where this building is because there was like multiple like I don't know this
So you
building or
took
the.
it.
I had to keep it. What am I going to do? Oh, a couple nights that I just decided to grind up some and take it, and then I ended up falling asleep because I knew it wasn't going to be like a lot. Somebody was like, "You took shrooms and fell asleep." I'm like, "Yeah, why not? I'm astral traveling anyways."
Yeah. Midnight
What's the
gospel.
fun?
Like what the fuck?
Exactly. What's the problem? But no, I still had 3.3. And I was like, okay, setting intentions. My kids are downstairs. My youngest is already taken care of. I have like all my stuff. It's going to be like real smooth. My kids, I have actually, my daughter's boyfriend was there too. So it was 3 adults or almost adults in the house. I'll be fine. They're not near me. I had a little chair set up outside. So if I wanted to go outside and connect, I had everything set for myself because I was alone. And they say 3.3 is a big dose and you should do that with somebody. And then I sat out there outside by myself and I sat there. And I was inside, and then I was like, okay, well, let me try to go back outside now that it's darker. Nothing all night. Nothing happened.
Mm.
Nothing, absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
So I don't know what kind it was. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It was legitimately just the universe, like, here's shrooms. But here's the thing too, is what is another thing is no matter what, even if someone does not have an experience when taking psilocybin mushrooms of any
Mm-hmm.
kind, what it does to your brain is like open it up, basically. It
Mm-hmm.
creates new like pathways and neural synapses and things like that.
Mm.
One theory that I've heard before is that is how humans evolved their consciousness. They're walking through the forest and they're pooping and animals are pooping, they're finding mushrooms, they're eating them. They're having
Yeah.
things, they're
I swear to
and
God, if
that's
we
I
start getting
mean, that's
attacked
what
by
happens.
cows, we're gonna have issues.
No, they don't eat that. They don't eat that, do they?
They eat grass. I mean, what if they accidentally get one?
I don't think they'll eat poop though, because it's in the poop. We take it out
Some
of
of
the
them
poop and
are.
clean it.
Some of them are. Some are on trees and moss and everything. Ooh,
Not
excuse me.
psilocybin mushrooms though, right? I don't
Uh,
think psilocybin ones are in the woods. I think you
I'm
can
not
grow them
sure.
on logs though, because that's how they harvest them naturally.
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't grow mushrooms, but
Have some beaver
that's
people.
a good idea.
Yeah, because I'm like, when I was in Washington, the girl I used to get the shrooms from, she would go up into the mountains and collect them,
Oh,
and then
and then the other night I
she
was
would
at
dehydrate them in
Dreamville.
her house.
Yeah. Well, the other night it was at I went to a Dreamville after party with some friends of mine, and
Wait.
I say I have no friends. I
Dreamville,
did
like the
actually
band?
do that, like the Dreamville, like the concert thing, this thing that they had in Raleigh, the big
Oh, I
thing.
thought you were talking about like Dreamville, the actual band, like with J.
I don't
Cole
think
and
it's a
Earth
band.
Gang.
Yeah,
Dreamville.
yeah. Oh yeah, yes, yeah. That absolutely that. They had a whole
What?
big festival down here in Raleigh. Yeah, a friend of
Ah,
mine from childhood. Um, they
that would
had a
have been
booth.
amazing.
Their Monster is one of their. He's an artist.
Hmm.
Um, he's an underground artist. He's done, I think, 43 or 45 of his own tracks, his own albums, not tracks, his own albums. Uh, he's yeah, he knows a lot of people. Um, so yeah, he was here in Raleigh, and I haven't talked to him, and like I haven't seen him in 2 years. And he was like, "Hey, I'm in Raleigh. You want to come up and come to this Dreamville after party?" He was gonna try to get a pass for me to go to Dreamville with him and run the booth with him, but
Yeah.
he could not. Um, but uh, yeah, Mario was there and Usher was there at the after party. Yeah, it was a very small venue too. Um, it was really small, actually, but they're really short. Both
I
of them are
believe
very
it.
short
I
and
believe it.
thin.
A lot of
I
people have
don't
been saying that, like when they see artists and everything, that they're usually a lot
um,
smaller than they thought they would be.
like, yeah. What was crazy though for me personally, like in my own self, I saw Mario, and in my mind, I was like, I know that person. Have they been to a club before that I see? Like, I was searching like my normal brain, like, because
Hmm.
I don't think. But then I was like, oh, they had played a song and they had said something. I was like, oh, that's how I know that face, because it's Mario. I felt like an idiot. Not really.
Why would you?
I
I was
just
about to say, I
don't.
was like, why would you feel like an idiot?
No, not really. Because I mean, people are people, and I love people. Like, I really appreciate people's gifts and their
Hmm.
talents. But I feel like that's the gift that they give to the world. And if we all just gave the world our gifts without expecting anything back, then we'd be a lot better off.
My dog's
Because we
licking the
all have our
window.
own gifts. Window.
Little
Edit that
window
out.
licker. It's funny because they like lick the window and their teeth is there. There's
That.
like
You didn't hear? Did you hear me say that?
what?
Please tell me you heard me say that before you said that.
So what?
Window licker.
Oh no, I
I
didn't.
said it, and then you said the same thing after. You'll see.
Oh, my bad.
I said window licker. You're gonna have to edit that out. And then
Oh.
you said little window licker. I was like,
Yeah, he is. He's a little window licker. Like he'll lick the window and he'll have his teeth there. And he's just like, like
video that shit from the other side. 10 million
yeah,
views.
that probably.
It's
He's the
mind
cutest thing in the
blowing.
world. He's the cutest thing. Now he's staring at me like he wants to beat the crap out of me. Let me see if you can see this. Do you see him?
Aww.
He stared at me like, motherfucker, I know you hear me. I know you saw me.
Freaking crazy.
You wanna see something even funnier?
Redbird. Cardinal.
If I go by him, you're gonna hear him complaining and whining and arguing with me. What time is it? 4:54. All right. I'm going to have to cut this off so I can get ready because I have a meeting with a lady at 6:00 on Zoom. So I'm gonna have to do some work. Just saying it feels weird.
Just stop recording. Just stop recording.
Oh, yeah, that part. Hey, that was another episode of Divine Time with Danli. I appreciate you stopping by. Hey, if you enjoyed what you heard, please hit me with a like, follow. All I do is ask to share. If you have a story that you want to share, you have a voice that you feel can impact others or possibly even shine light to their day, go ahead and hit me up on my email. It's danley@divinetime.blog. I say again, that's danley@divinetime.blog. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you for listening.